Y'all, if you don't know me, you won't understand, but if you've followed me for any length of time, you know this is not how my eyes look. I woke up with an allergic reaction, and I'm going to show you the picture in a minute. I've never experienced anything like this in all my years. I just took Zyrtec. I iced my face. I rolled my face with a jade roller, especially my eyes. You're not going to believe the photos. So I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you right now. And then because my eyes are so puffy and hooded, I thought, perfect, let's do a hooded eye video. So let's do hooded eyes. Okay, welcome back to my channel. I am Michelle Spieler. I am a 25-year professional makeup artist. Worked in Hollywood, you know this, yada, 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 right? I'm also the creator of the Mature Makeup Masterclass. I teach mature technique in over 20 videos, priced very low, $57, and you have access to those forever. Forever and ever. Okay, just wanted to get my lips prepared. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a quick story and why you should always listen to your gut. A medical esthetician saw some photos I posted on Instagram a couple weeks ago, just of how, like, you can't tell here with great lighting, but if I get real close up, you can see lots of little soft freckles and sunspots starting to rear their ugly head. I'm starting to look a little splotchy and discolored. Now remember, I had that deep peel in August and my skin was amazing for about a month. I barely had to wear any makeup. But what happens is our skin is always cycling. And so any damage we've done in our teens and 20s is always going to come to the surface. So it's like really a losing battle. So what you're doing is every year you're trying to slough off, right? Whether it's IPL, BBL, CO2 laser, you get it. Like you're always trying to get all of these like sun damage spots off. So this medical esthetician reached out to me. She's lovely. She's done it for almost 20 years. She's worked with top plastic surgeons and dermatologists on very, very large teams in Atlanta. And she said, I can help you with your skin. I'm going to send you all medical grade skincare that is super effective. And we're going to knock back all of that pigmentation and we're going to knock back any sunspots coming to the surface. And then at the end of 90 days, you can go and you can get, you know, little bigger spots zapped off. And I'm like, isn't medical grade skincare just a marketing term, the way that clean beauty is? And she said, no. And she went on to explain the science behind it and the white papers, which are papers that doctors read to see the efficacy and the statistics and the data on a product and the results. And I'm like, okay, she sent it all to me for free. I didn't pay for anything. We're talking like $1,000 in a new skincare routine for 90 days. And she did so because she knows that women listen to me. And she knows that if I see really great results, I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to send women her way. And her ultimate goal is she doesn't even have time to do online consultations really, but she wants to sell product. And I said, yeah, I mean, if I love my results, I will definitely help you. Well, when it arrived, she did a Zoom with me and I was like, this seems like a lot of acids and a lot of retinol and it's going to screw up my moisture barrier, but I wanted to trust the process. And the first night was spicy. I woke up the next day. I was pretty pink all over my face. She said, okay, don't do the retinol and the glycolic pads together. Space those every other night. Tuesday night went well. Last night I did the same routine that I did Monday night. And I still did the glycolic pad and the retinol. And, you know, I haven't had good success with retinol and I haven't had good success with tretinoin. I've talked about this openly here. And I did that and it felt better. It didn't feel as spicy. And I went through all the steps that she told me. I will follow instructions exactly if you tell me to. And I woke up this morning to those photos I showed you, and I could barely open this eye. And even right now, this side of my face feels numb, like almost slightly paralyzed. And I'm like, do I have Bell's palsy? And she's like, no, 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 take a Zyrtec immediately, or Claritin or Benadryl, and just keep icing your face. So we've knocked it back quite a bit. You can see I have a little bit maybe of an eyelid forming here, but here, none, fully hooded. Look at that, fully hooded. And it's even buckling over on itself. And some of you are like, yeah, I wake up to that every day. So this is why I want to do a hooded eye video, but I'm not going to be doing the rest of my face because the rest of my face has felt like sandpaper. And I know better. I know better. You don't need acids every single day. The reason my skin is always so beautiful and glowy is because I'm very strategic when I exfoliate. And sometimes I do a physical scrub and sometimes I do an acid, but I'm very strategic. I also have hydration nights where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to scale back and just drench my skin tonight and lock it in with an occlusive, kind of like the skin cycling. If you haven't seen that video, go watch my skin cycling video. Then I was like, I am not having any success with retinol or tretinoin. So I started hearing about retinaldehyde. Retinaldehyde is retinal. So instead of the OL, it's AL, retinal. And it only needs one conversion to break down to the tretinoic acid, whereas retinol needs 2 conversions. So this is not only quicker results, but it's more gentle. So I started using this in December, and I started using this maybe in November, and just depending which one I grab, this is a little bit stronger, but I can use this 6-7 nights a week and 0 problems. I used her medical grade retinol for 3 nights in a row, and my face feels like sandpaper. I feel like sandpaper, and I can't do that. I cannot do that for my business. I have a huge Paula's Choice campaign to film this weekend on a new serum she's coming out with, and I'm really excited about it. I love Paula's Choice. In fact, that's what I did today. So if you ever feel like dry, rough, tight, it means you've compromised your skin barrier. So go with something super gentle. It doesn't have to be Paula's Choice, but super gentle. You don't want any, I have a hair in my eye. You don't want any fragrance. You don't want any actives. You don't want anything that's gonna bother your skin. Driving me nuts. So I did this. I washed my face with a gentle cleanser. I used this, and I didn't even use my snail mucin because I'm like, what if the mucin or, hurts my skin? And then I went right into barrier cream with Kiehl's. If you don't have a barrier cream, you better get a barrier cream. La Roche-Posay makes a barrier cream called Cicaplast. This is the Kiehl's barrier cream, and you want to really pack your face. And so all day long, I've packed my face with this barrier cream. I'm going to go in later. Look at my neck. My neck is a mess from glycolic and retinol. And I knew better. I knew better. In my gut, I was like, this doesn't make sense. My skin's not. And I go in for surgery in 6-7 days. So I'm like, well, maybe the fact that I got swollen skin, maybe it stretched my skin out, and now the surgeon will have more skin to cut. Got to look at the positive. But at the very least, I'm going to do hooded eyes today, and I'm excited to do it, okay? So I'm going to start with a little MAC paint pot. This is laying low. This is a little bit deeper than the Painterly. It's a little bit more, it's more of a deep beige, maybe with the slightest peach in it, but it's not orangey at all, okay? So see how that just kind of smoothed me out? Oh, it's so weird. Look at even in here. You guys know me. Look how puffy I am, right? And it's like I don't recognize myself. My husband was shocked My daughter was like, oh my gosh, what happened to your face? I mean, it was jarring. I'm starting to look a little more normal, but it was jarring. Okay. So, I like to take a powder brush. I don't dip into powder, but any remnant of powder, I'll kind of pat over that matte paint pot. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do first. I wanna do a black smudgy pencil, okay? And the reason why is because when you have a hooded eye, not many people can see your lid. You don't really have a lid. And so let's just smoke it up and give some nice depth, okay? Now you've seen some of my hooded videos where I just eyeline on the waterline and nowhere else. And that way it gives you that little teeny sliver of eyelid if you want to put a light color there. We're doing the opposite today. This is a little bit more of a nighttime look, especially Valentine's coming up. This is going to be a little bit more of a nighttime. So you want a liner that says Kohl, K-O-H-L, or even a Kajal liner. Kajal is K-A-J-A-L. It's the type of black pigment and liners that they've used in the Middle East for centuries. All right, look at that. I'm already starting to look human again. Look at that. Okay, so any black liner will do. Just make sure it can't say long wearing, because that means it won't smudge. You want a smudgy pencil. You can even go on Amazon. I found a great smudgy pencil on Amazon. I bought it and I have no idea where it went. I opened it. I was like, oh, cool. I can't wait to do a video with this black pencil. It got good reviews. It was a brand I've never heard of, probably out of China. And guess what? I have no idea where it is. But fortunately, this is the brand called Kulfi, and they're like Middle Eastern, and so they know their eyeliners. They really know their eyeliners. Now, because Kajal transfers from upper rim to lower rim, I'm going to use my Chanel pencil, or I could use my Gwen Stefani pencil. Her company is called Give, because I do want my waterline dark, but I don't want it transferring to my lower waterline. My eyes are so swollen, I don't want to make them any smaller. But like already I'm feeling kind of human right there. I'm feeling kind of cute. Okay? Now I want you to take any type of a color that is kind of taupey. I'm going to take this color here by Anastasia. This is the Anastasia palette called Rose Metals. It's very pretty. Look at these colors. But I particularly like this, and I find myself opening this palette a lot just to use this. Always tap your brush, okay? Get off that excess. And we're going to start just doing hey, you're fine. We're going to start doing the eyelid, and we're taking it in what feels like is my crease, but you know, my crease is gone because I'm so puffy. But if you had a true hooded eye, you don't really feel a crease either. And see from back here, it's just, we're kind of blending some nice depth up to our brow bone. So I like to leave a little naked skin under the brow, but do you see how already that's knocking my eyes back a little bit? And this eye's even puffier, and it's actually, this eye's drooping a little bit more. And then I'm real puffy all in here. My nose is wide. This is the craziest thing ever. Needless to say, I will not be using any of the medical grade skincare before my surgery. My surgery is Wednesday, February 1st. I will gladly take all the prayers I can get, even though it's something that I'm signing up for. You still want success, okay? So see, even, can you see how my head is like resting? But do you see, by putting in that dark color, I'm creating depth to the eye. Isn't that incredible? I just love makeup. It's such an illusion. But remember, we're the Look Good Close Up Club. So if you got real close to me, I look cute, soft, and blended. Okay? Cute, soft, and blended. Now you could go in literally with mascara. We've only used 2 things. Well, 3. We have the MAC Paint Pot just because I like it as a base. But we have a black smudgy liner and this beautiful taupey brown. It's like a gray brown. And I could go in with mascara and I love this look. But I want to go even darker because I'm going to pretend like this is like maybe for Valentine's dinner. And I'm going to do these gorgeous colors by Charlotte Tilbury. This is her palette called The Rock Chick. The Rock Chick. I love that. I'm all about being a rock chick. So I'm going to take this beautiful dark color here. Oh yeah, this is dark. I love it. And oh, so pretty. And I'm going to go not much higher than where my crease feels like it is. Like in that little hollow area. And even if you have a hooded eye, you kind of can feel where that orbital bone is. You can kind of just go up to that. Now I'm not going real heavy in here because we don't want to go heavy on the inside of our eye. So I'm keeping it more in the middle and that outer corner. And it lifts that eye too. Now with what's left on here, I'm going to take the tiniest bit just in my outer corner only. And look, now that kind of makes the eye rounder and bigger. You can do this, right? This is not hard. And it doesn't even have to be these products I'm using. You could get a dark gray from L'Oreal or, you know, Estee Lauder, Tarte. It doesn't matter. Someone out there makes a charcoal gray. It's matte, by the way. This is a matte. All these colors I'm using are matte. I am going to put a shimmer, though, because you know how I love my shimmer. I mean, this is super cute. I'm loving this. I hate the fact that I can't wear makeup on the rest of my face, but you guys get the gist. I'm going to need you to use your imagination on how cute this would look if I had my whole face done. Okay? And I went a little bit under the eye. Okay? Now we can go back in with this brush and we can kind of blend in what we think might be the orbital bone crease. Okay? And then look at that. We're all blended. Okay? Super cute. And I'm going to do some mascara because should I do the L'Oreal? I might do the L'Oreal. I might do the telescopic lift. Just because I don't think I've done, you guys know I love the Jones Road Beauty. That's my favorite. Do you see how that I've got that depth right at my lash line, but you don't see a liner close up because it's all smudged? And I use my finger. You could use a brush. You could use that little BK Beauty 204 brush I love for smudging. Okay, I'm feeling like me again. And good luck getting this telescopic lift. It's viral right now on TikTok. There's huge controversy about it, not because of the formula itself, but because of a huge influencer on TikTok put this on, and then when she cut away and came back to the camera, it was very obvious she was wearing fake lashes. and she was pretending like it was just this mascara. So there's huge controversy right now over there on this mascara. And it's not like L'Oreal. L'Oreal didn't do anything wrong. I don't think they would have asked her to wear fake lashes. It was an ad. She wasn't reviewing it on her own. It was an ad. So anyway, they sent this to me in December. So that's why today I have to put the ad as sponsored. But everything else I have, oh, and Anastasia sent this to me this summer. So I do have to put, oh, and Kiehl's sent this to me, the barrier cream. Thank God. This is so good. So I will put today as sponsored, but most of the stuff I paid for myself. Okay. So there we go. Super cute. I'll be back. I'm going to do my brows and I'll be right back. Okay, I had to do my brows. I just don't recognize myself without brows, but I was looking at myself close up. Do you see this little like crease right here? This is all like a heavy wall, just resting. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. This is the weirdest reaction I've ever had. I've never had anything happen like this. I've been a professional makeup artist since my 20s. I've never had anything ever happen like this. Okay, so like I told you, I'm gonna leave my skin alone because see how red I am in my neck? So I'm packed my face with this barrier cream, but because I'm like kind of like a little dark under the eyes, I thought you might have fun looking at this Milani. I did a TikTok on this. This is nice. It's a peach color corrector. It does work, but it looks more like skincare. So I recommend it more for days where you're just gonna kind of like run to the gym or run an errand real quick and you don't really want to wear makeup, but you don't want darkness under the eyes. And it's really like, to me, it feels like a peach skincare. I'm gonna take it up in that corner because I am so puffy. And see how nice that is? See how I have a little more discoloration? It just kind of like lightly color corrects, and it feels more like a skincare. I've even used my Demi with it. If you don't know my Demi videos, go watch my Demi videos. But I've even used this first and then went in with a little bit of Demi over it, and it's really nice together. But that's all I'm going to use because I'm going to really let my skin breathe today. And then I told you I want a little bit of shimmer. I'm going to go in with the tiniest amount of this shimmer here because look, it's light and sparkly. It looks dark, but look, it's light and sparkly. And I'm going to go right there in the center so that when you look down, you just have that cute little sparkle right in the center. I'm so puffy though that I don't even, yeah, do you see that? I just wanted the tiniest little sparkle. Charlotte Tilbury's real known for that. You could have done that before mascara too, but I kind of forgot. And then this is pretty too, the light color. It's like this kind of a taupe pearl. In fact, why don't I use a little bit? Where are my brushes? My brushes. I've got too many brushes. Here we go. I'm gonna use this little pencil brush. I'm gonna go in with this light color. I'm so puffy. Oh my gosh, do you see this? Normally that's recessed and I can go in with the light color. I'm so puffy. I'm puffy all the way down to my nose. So I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I am. Okay, but you can see it from the side, how it has that real pretty little sheen on the inside of the nose and the inside of the eye. This eye is not as puffy. I don't know what it is about the left side, but it almost looked like I had Bell's palsy when I woke up this morning. See? Okay. So you saw it here. I did a base for my eyes, a smudgy black pencil on my lash line, and then you can go in on most of the eye, almost up to the eyebrow, but you want to leave some space of real skin with a real pretty smoky taupey brown, kind of a smoky gray brown. And then I went in with a charcoal. Again, you don't have to use these colors. I like the Charlotte Tilbury because look how dark that can be. You could really pack it dark, or you can put it on a little bit softer. It's really nice. I love Charlotte Tilbury. I really do. I really love Charlotte Tilbury. I even used her cryo mask this morning. It's a mask you put in your freezer for 20 minutes and then you Velcro it on your face. It even has a chin strap, so it Velcros on your face in the back, and then the chin strap goes up and Velcros up here, and it just like depuffs your whole face. But I mean, I'm a mess today, as you can tell. Anyway, I love this hooded eye. Anyone can do this, whether you have a hooded eye or not. Even if you have a nice big eyelid, it's so pretty to do a dark smoky eyelid. And then I would do the rest of my face very natural, very neutral, and I would probably do a really pretty soft lip. If you can't do a nude lip, you need a little more color, then just keep it soft because you want the eyes to be the focus of your face. I could even go in with fake lashes. There's so much you can do with this look, but I think with Valentine's coming up, this is a really beautiful eye look. It's great for evening. And like I said, you could literally just use for daytime this color and a black pencil, and you have yourself a beautiful daytime hooded eye look, okay? Bye for now.